So yeah, I got my food, you know what I mean, for the day. I already got my chicken prepped for the next couple days. Let's talk about dominant females. I'm gonna keep saying this shit over and over until, you know, we all got to do our part to fix society, because as long as society has us backwards, we'll all be fucked up. Dominant females, it's a misunderstanding, and it's because of society, and it's because of men being weak. That's the two reasons why a woman, most women do not know what a dominant female is. Of course, everybody can say it's a matter of opinion, but let's speak on facts. Number one, if a man is dominant, right? A man cannot be dominant if he's in feminine energy, because he's created to be in dominant energy, right? I think everybody agrees with this, even dominant women, because even the so-called dominant women like men who are masculine, right? All right. So how the fuck is a woman her dominant, strong energy if she's in masculine energy? A woman is created to be in feminine energy. No way around it. Women don't want to accept it. That's fine. But you'll never reach your full potential as a woman. You might be great. You might be doing this and this and this and that. But you would not be the same type of woman that you would be in your feminine energy. It's just a fucking fact. So a lot of women are basically sacrificing and settling by being in masculine energy because they don't want to be in feminine energy. They say they're a woman. Most men foolishly say, yeah, dominant woman, this and that, like a bitch, because they don't know no better. A dominant woman is actually a feminine woman. That's the whole fucking misconception. You got women believing that their masculinity makes them dominant, but it makes you weak because you're not in the feminine. You're not in the female. You're not in as a female, you was created to be feminine. So for the women who say that's bullshit, I'm dominant, blah, 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 fuck you, nigga, you know how they get in their energy. Okay, then. So you're trying to say that men in feminine energy is more dominant than masculine men. No way around it. That's why women have to understand abandoning feminine energy is a bad thing. It's not a good thing. I don't give a fuck about Cardi B and all these other women who tell y'all it's a good thing. It's a bad thing. It is. And most men who are very dominant, not even attracted to that. So if you want a dominant man, a man just, oh, I want a man on his shit and he's doing this and that, he's not going to be attracted to that. Only weak men are attracted to women who run around talking about they so damn masculine. I'm so masculine. I'm manly. No real man wants that. It's not attractive. And if he does, he might be gay. I'm just being honest. I don't know one man that loves to be a dominant man attracted to a woman that is dominant. It makes no sense, and it does not happen. It does not exist, people. What you're dealing with is men who are okay being bitches to their woman. That's what you're dealing with. And eventually a woman might think this is a good idea. I can run this guy. I could do what I want. But eventually her natural nature will eventually take over and she won't be even attracted to this guy. She'll just start losing attraction for him and won't even know why. Just like some women who are like very, very, very independent, which is a good thing, but sometimes they become unhappy. You know why they become unhappy, I feel like? Because they are not in their natural order. You know, they're doing more of a man thing. And there's nothing wrong with a woman going out and being an adult. But sometimes by a woman doing too much of this, she becomes unhappy because that's really not her natural state. Just like men become unhappy when women basically make them their bitch. It might seem cool, yeah, I'm going to do everything I want for my wife regardless if it's fucking wrong or right. I'm going to do it anyway. Eventually, you're going to become unhappy as a man. It might seem like, yeah, I got $40 to trick on a woman. That's cool. I'm just getting some pussy. I don't care. Eventually, as a man, you start feeling like a submissive bitch because you got to pay for some pussy. Your natural order is not this, man. Your natural order is to be dominant. A female's natural order is to be feminine. All this submissive shit, this is what kills me about this submissive shit. Everybody acts like it's some fucking ghost and I gotta go run and hide some fucking where. Don't you realize that a man actually has to submit to your ass too? You call it commitment, but it's still submitting. It's the same thing. All this pussy out here, but I'm only gonna fuck you. That's submitting. It might not be submitting like in a feminine way, but it's still submitting. So throw the words submitting out the fucking, throw it out the window, because feminism has made these women believe that submitting is actually just bowing down. Then you're bowing down to a guy and you're nothing. That's stupid, man. The right man is not going to take advantage of you submitting to him, man. He's going to cherish it. It's going to make him go even harder. And it's going to make him do more for you. Because now you're making him feel like a king, a man, not no fucking dude in competition with you or some bitch. So all women are doing, basically, is when they in this masculine energy, it's hard for a man to adapt to you. You're robbing the natural order of relationships. You don't believe me? Then go get in a relationship with a feminine ass man. Tell me how you feel about that. So that's how men feel when women try to carry this masculine energy. It's the same thing. You don't like feminine men. So why do you think men like masculine females? Y'all been lied to, man. It's okay to be strong as a woman, but understand your strongest strength is in your feminine energy, not masculine. That's not you. You're not a man. So how can you be your strongest? How can a man be his strongest in feminine woman energy? Vice versa. Think about it. You guys are saying that this is not true. I'm a masculine bitch. I'm a bad bitch. Okay, then take a man and put him in feminine energy. He's not created to be that, but put him in that. Is he at his strongest? Or is he at his strongest when he's in masculine energy, like a man that he's created to be? As far as this other shit, I'm gonna get back on that. As far as the PlayStation and the basketball and shit like that, a lot of y'all, man, nothing wrong with basketball. I love basketball. That's my favorite thing to ever. It's like the best. I ain't gonna say the best thing. It's one of my best things I've ever done in my entire life. But at some point as a man, you gotta pick. Are you gonna keep playing this basketball that you don't get paid for and fuck around and break a leg or some shit and not be able to feed your family? Or are you going to sacrifice that and say, you know what, I'm older now, you know, I can't do what I used to do and all this shit, and it doesn't matter, I'm not getting paid for it. So let me just go ahead and do what matters. Let me do what's important. Just like when it comes to buying Jordans and shit like that. Some people condemn people and say, hey, you buying Jordans, you bought this Mercedes and this and that. Nothing is wrong with that if you can afford it and it's not going to hurt your budget and all this shit. But if it is, like, if you're just doing it just to look rich or something, that's a problem. So if you go out and buy a Mercedes, but you need a co-signer and all that, let's keep in mind that it's not a need. Because if it's a need, I guess it's a little different. But let's just say you're doing it just to look rich or something. This is a problem. It's all about decisions men make. PlayStation. A lot of women have problems with men playing PlayStation. Nothing is wrong with a man playing PlayStation. I don't give a fuck if he's 80 years old. You know what I mean? Unless that man, all he does is play PlayStation. If it interferes with him becoming a better man and reaching his full potential as a man, then yes, anything. It don't matter if it's PlayStation, basketball, whatever. But if it's not, there should not be no problem with that, because he handles his business as a man first. And then he find, hey, it's fucking 10 below zero out fucking side in a blizzard and I ain't got shit to do. Hey, let me play this PlayStation. What's wrong with that? I go months sometimes without playing PlayStation, but that don't mean that I can't like it. Some people condemn certain men like, oh, you're this age, you shouldn't like a game. That don't make sense. Well, if that's the case, then certain women shouldn't like certain shit they like to do, even though they grown, right? It's really not about that. It's about fucking priorities. Again, back to the basketball. Some men, I love to play sports too, but I'm not going to put my body in harm. Who's going to pay if I get hurt? I just had a friend I had to pray for and got hurt playing basketball. Now he can't go to work right now. And this is not directed towards him either. I don't want people to think that either. But I'm just saying in general, I've been thought about this. This is why I don't play basketball no more. It's not because I don't want to. It's because I'm not getting paid for it. You know what I mean? And there's a good chance that I could get hurt. Now, some men might say, oh, that's bitch, this, bitch, that. Okay, well, when your ass is sitting fucking at home and can't make no money to feed your family, let's see how much of a bitch this and this is now. Not about being a bitch. Not scared of if I get hurt or not. The fact of the matter is, what's the point? I'm not getting paid for it. I don't have time for it really any fucking way. Just a lot of things, man. Men definitely got to get our priorities in order, just like when it comes to women. Do you want a whole bunch of women to fuck, or do you want an actual woman that actually you could grow with and all this other shit? That one special woman brings the 20 other different females that you just fucking cannot bring. All y'all thinking is pussy, pussy, pussy. What about other shit? Some of y'all got a woman and you still want pussy over that woman, and just because she ain't left yet. But it's coming. Everything has a day. Every dog has his day. So I got her on lock. I'll put another baby in her, all that. None of that'll work at the end. If God said, hey, it's time. If God wants to take that woman out your life, it ain't nothing you could do about it. At some point. Priorities, man. And nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Any given moment, I can make a foolish choice. That's why you have to check yourself every day. Everybody's different. Everybody's life's different. Everybody's situation's different. You have to check yourself and your situation every fucking day. You can't just go through life without monitoring your life and yourself. That's the people who think they know everything. Oh, I got it all figured out. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Sometimes you forget what you learned. That's why it's important to monitor yourself every fucking day. You might learn something yesterday and then forget about it next year, and then that shit that you learned yesterday that you forget about next year is the perfect time of where you should apply that shit at. Like, damn, nah, I'm not about to drink and drive. We about to call this Uber or something. Shit like that. People act like they're invincible. One fucking choice can cost you everything. One choice. I don't care. I'm going to go play basketball today anyway. I don't give a fuck. I'm not getting paid for it, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then you fucking hurt. Now you can't feed your family. You know? But anyways, I think that's it, man. I feel like women need to really figure out what the fuck this submissive shit is really all about, because if they don't, man, you know, you got too many. And then some women do understand it, but they pick the wrong guy, and that's the problem. That's really the biggest problem why women have a problem with this submissive shit. Because if a woman really likes a man, she really don't have much of a problem with it. The problem is a lot of them have submitted to a man and it didn't work out good for them, so they now like, fuck all that. Just like men who, you know, a lot of women might feel like men don't want to marry nobody and they just want to sleep around. A lot of times what happened to some of those men is they picked the wrong woman, right? Or married the wrong woman, and it didn't turn out good. So now it's fuck everybody. I'm going to just fuck everybody and I'm not marrying nobody. So it goes both ways, you know what I'm saying? But don't let it be that way. You're going to have to be a feminine female to attract a masculine man. There's no way around that shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Just like I'm not going to be able to attract a man. A man is not going to be able to attract a strong, dominant woman in her feminine energy. I must say this because some people just don't get it. A man is not going to be able to attract those type of women, strong about her shit, all about, maybe she owns something. Maybe she owns a business or something. You're not going to be able to do that if you some feminine man that can't even take care of himself and shit. Think about it. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? Ain't no way no dominant female is going to be attracted to a man that is not dominant. It's not happening. And the thing is, we just got to confuse what dominant female means. A lot of females think it means I'm going to cuss out the mouth, bitch this, bitch that, fuck every nigga, I'm not bound down to listen to no nigga. Who's going to want that? Name a man that has a lot of shit going on in his life that's going to want a woman that basically is just competition to him. Arguing with him. A man wants peace when he thinks about a woman. This is what men think. Peace. She makes me happy. I'm peaceful when I'm around her. Not arguing with her. No, I'm not doing this and this and that. I don't give a fuck. I'm equal to you, so therefore I'm not cooking for you tonight. This type of shit. It makes no sense, man. Don't listen. I'm going to leave it at this. Y'all women, don't listen to the women that this bad bitch shit. It's a lie. You know, Cardi B and all them, they tell y'all that they submissive, or no, they tell y'all that they masculine in their music, but really behind closed doors, they're trying to submit to the right man. They basically leading y'all to slaughter. And it's no different with the men. That you got the rappers telling you, yeah, go out, sell the dope and this, and they ain't doing shit. They putting their kids in college while you going to fucking prison. It's no different, man. Do not let this music lead y'all down to the wrong path. You know, Ask God to help you become the right woman for the right man. Plain and simple. It's not really difficult. And I promise you this, I know God is not trying to make a woman he created to be, you know, feminine, submissive female, some masculine man in a woman's body. That's not what it is, man. And a lot of times that's why relationships don't work, because either sometimes the man has been like a bitch. He's not doing what he's supposed to do. He's more in feminine energy. Please take care of me, woman, and this and that, instead of being a man and being a leader and all this. And then you got women the other way, sometimes trying to be the man and all this. How can you be a woman and man, but y'all different? You acting like the man, or the woman, she acting like the man. It don't make sense, man. A bunch of confusion, you know. So I don't recommend it, you know. But of course, there's going to be women who are going to disagree, because like I said in my other video, why would she be a queen to a king when she could be a god to male servants? Same thing, vice versa. A lot of times, why would a man be a king to a queen when he could be a god to female servants? And that happens a lot too. So a lot of times why you're not seeing men play their part is either because they don't really like you and they don't want to, or because they would rather deal with a bunch of women that let them get away with not being a real man to that woman, you know, not requiring him to spend time with her and this and that. Instead, they can just show up and look good or whatever and have some bottles, and she basically treats this motherfucker like a king. That's a problem. And unfortunately, all the women and men who have standards, unfortunately, a lot of times you suffer because of that. Your options are lower because of that, because you're not willing to comply to the bullshit. So your options are much smaller, because most people are going to go the easy route. But do not let that, as a woman, do not let that make you feel like you got to be in this masculine energy. And as a man, don't make it feel like you got to be in this submissive feminine energy. Oh, let me buy this and that and treat her like a god and not get nothing in return. Because that's what's going on. Basically, men are like bitches and the women are like men these days. And I ain't having none of it. I'm not suffering for no fucking body. And I'm not sacrificing my masculine for anybody. And I don't think that a woman or man should do it. They say, I don't think y'all should either. The best woman you could possibly be is in your feminine. Do not be deceived and think you got to be this mean woman just because you own a business or something, or think you got to, you know, basically be a man. How can you attract a man when you've been a man? Unless he's gay, and which means he's in feminine energy, which means you're not gonna be happy anyway. Think about all this shit, y'all. That's all I'm saying, man. So yeah, I'm out with this shit, man. I get tired of hearing this, I'm dominant, this and that. And some women, it's just this way. This is what it really boiled down to. Some women don't want to submit. When I say submit, I mean play a woman's role. They don't want to do that. Like I said, why be a queen to a king when I could be a god to a bunch of males in my fucking inbox thirsty and all this bullshit? Think about it. So she's not going to submit. She's going to use the excuse of I'm a strong woman, so it makes it look good, you know what I mean? But really, in reality, it's the fact that she has the capability of being a submissive woman, but she doesn't want to be. Whether it's because she picked the wrong guy or whatever the fuck the case may be, it doesn't matter. And the same thing with men. They don't want to play their role as men. It's the same thing. It's because, oh, I don't want to play my role as a man because some woman done me wrong. Or because I can just have a bunch of different females that don't require nothing but bottles and shit. And I'm still getting pussy out of it. So why would I be this king to a queen and do all this other shit that I got to do when I could just be basically nothing but a god, don't do nothing but still be a god to basically women who are basically like servants, because they are not queens or kings, you know? That's why men run from dominant women. And dominant, I'm telling y'all, man, Beyonce's a perfect example. She's dominant as fuck, but guess what? She picked a man she submits to. She plays her role. I don't think y'all get it, man. I'm out this motherfucker, man. A woman will not be. A woman is at her strongest in her feminine energy. Plain and simple. No other way around it. All that bad bitch fucking, it's gotta go, but it won't go because it's more cool. It's more rewarding. You see what I'm saying? So unfortunately, we're at the point of no return. You know, if a woman brings that masculine energy, I don't even deal with it. I just ignore the girl. Because I'm not attracted to men. So therefore, you coming with that masculine energy, you're coming off as a man to me. Nigga this, nigga that, blah, blah. I don't even like women saying that. I don't even care if it's a black woman. I don't like it. It automatically just makes me feel, it's okay every now and then. I get it, man. But all the fucking time, bitch this, bitch that, nigga this, nigga that, fuck you, nigga. Nobody want, man, you might, if men like this, you go date a man. Because that's what you date. And these women, they don't like feminine either. So don't tell me that it's not true. Because if it is true, then that means women would prefer men to run around acting basically like women. Now, some women do want that. But guess what? These are these masculine females that want to be men. That's why they like the submissive little bitch man. Do y'all not get it now? Make a lot of sense now? A lot of bad bitches do not want good men because they know, oh, I can't be, he's too strong. He's on a level that where I can't make him bow down to me. It's not about bowing down in no relationship to any one or the other person. It's about bowing down to the relationship. I'm going to say that shit again because I'm done talking, man. I said enough. You know, it's not about bowing down to the woman or bowing down to the man. It's about bowing down to the relationship. Y'all came together and agreed that we're going to have a relationship. So therefore, you bow down to the fucking relationship, whatever that takes. Okay, I got to be the man in a relationship. Let me be the man. Make me feel like I'm the man. Okay, you the woman in a relationship. Let me make you feel like the woman in a relationship. So in other words, so, you know, if women say it's okay to be masculine and make a man feel like he's not the man, then it's okay for men to be like, why don't you take care of this? Why don't you open the door? Why don't you do all the things that men are supposed to? Why don't you take out the trash? You see how that works, y'all? Just think about it. Just think about if I told a woman that she's got to be in masculine, or, you know, if y'all get what I was just saying. If I basically told a woman that she's got to do all the man things in a relationship because I want to be in feminine energy. Well, that's what's going on with the women in the masculine. They making the men feel like they are the bitches because women are so caught up on trying to be this masculine motherfucker because media has told them if they be feminine, then that means you're second to a man. Then that means the man he'll try to run over you and all this. Yes, if it's the wrong man. But the right man, I'm telling you, he's going to appreciate that shit, man. Just like it makes your panties wet for a masculine motherfucker or a pretending masculine motherfucker, because most just pretend, they really not. But anyways, just like it makes your fucking panties wet, well, guess what? When a man is around a woman that basically makes him feel like a fucking king instead of a servant or a fucking bitch, it's a whole different ball game. So if y'all really, really, really want to know what it takes to attract men, it's not really just about fucking looks and just being a bad bitch cussing out your mouth. It's more like your feminine energy, man. Making a man feel like he's with a different. You know, just making a man feel like he's the man. And you're the woman. Plain and simple. No woman wants a man that makes her feel like she's the man and he's the woman. I mean, maybe the masculine ones, that's it though. A feminine woman or a woman that desires to submit to a man does not want that. I'm done, man.